What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Little team, man. Turn. Take two motherfucker day. So you're outside, big crippin'. Gang shooting outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia, do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day, be a better version of yourself. Never let's not bring you down, always fight back. Never let's not tell you are, but also never put yourself in a position of alone. Let's stay humble, let's go revolution, on the movement, keep your way first. Come choose a black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Boom. Today, two motherfucker day. Turn outside, big crippin'. Gang shooting outside shit, man. Turn up, and the gang go straight outside shit, man. Bruh. This is what we talking about on this bit. You know, a lot of these famous celebrities, you know what I'm saying, they be in a position, man, to where if something happened to these motherfuckers and they decide to like switch it up to a different person, how will we know if they're not in the camera 24/7? Some of them do be in the camera 24/7, but like, if you're not in the camera, you just stop suddenly going in the camera, bruh. Like, these niggas don't have to work. These niggas don't have to be in the camera if they don't want to, because they be rich as hell. You know what I'm saying? So they decide to step back from the camera, or they go to prison or some shit. How will we know this the real people? And you know, people getting surgery and so much done to their body these days, man. We don't know what the fuck going on no more, man. So we got Gucci, man, and his wife. So there's an interview that went out on Breakfast Club about how Gucci Man is getting controlled by his wife, like stuff like on for Get Out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about it, about how this don't feel like it's the real Gucci. Is he getting controlled by his wife? Is that even his wife, his real wife? Like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Because the Gucci Man we see today is not the same Gucci Man. He's not the same as vibrato. He don't talk like as much as he used to, Crip. So we know, we just looking at what's going on, and we got these videos. Let's get into it. Shout out to Hookah Anonymous, man. A lot's been going on. You dig what I'm saying? With like Gucci Man. They recently had an interview with his female, and people were saying like, is he cloned? Is he getting hypnotized by his wife? Like, there's a lot of shit that people were trying to say that it was just weird, bro.
I think y'all know the real Gucci. Y'all don't know the real Gucci. Parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. That's not him. I don't know where the Gucci is, honestly. Like,
they were trying to say that nigga was hot.
He was in Patchwork Studio in 2000. Like, that's the last time I saw Gucci in the flesh, but even that was just his flesh. Gucci was nowhere to be found. I looked dead in the eyes. It was not in there. So it's some weird shit going on out here. Like, I don't know if the clone shit, I don't put it past, like, nobody. I'm sure they got the technology to do that. But that's not the real Gucci. That's not the real Gucci. Gucci probably dead. I think they killed him in prison.
Damn, what y'all think, bro? Shout out to Hookah, man.
Alright, y'all, so we gotta address the elephant in the room. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this because we addressed this already on Instagram, but I want to know what y'all think about this on this platform.
See?
Now, apparently, everyone's seen Gucci Man and Keyshia Chaos interview, which it was really for Gucci, but somehow it turned into the Keyshia Chaos show, and he was supposed to be promoting his new book that he just released. Somehow, within that interview, it took a turn where Keyshia is now describing to the Breakfast Club that Gucci suffers from schizophrenia, and he's been battling it for years now, and she's basically the reason why he haven't been on any social media having outbursts, or how nobody seems to notice his condition, because she does such a good job at making sure it don't show. Now, let me talk to my day one Gucci fans for a minute, right? My Gucci So Icy fans for a minute, right? my Gucci when he went to the Breakfast Club the first time and exposed Angela Yee for what she did, allegedly.
I already have the history. Smash Angela Yee, girl. Okay.
Of course not.
Why you say of course not?
I'm saying, come on,
She
guys.
didn't try it. Okay.
Yeah, right.
She's on my...
No, we was cool. I was not on your... Stop
You
it.
used to be texting me what hotel you was at.
Never. You must got me confused with somebody else.
Nah, she most definitely got
Gucci
trying to get
he
piped
went
out.
to the Breakfast Club and told every last one of them they were scared of him, and they actually were.
The last thing that we heard from Gucci was you allegedly threw a girl out of a car, I guess down in Atlanta. What happened with that case? Hey man, you think I'm gonna talk about that? I'm just asking. I'm just saying. I gotta ask everything. I'm just asking you.
Did T.I. ever say anything to you about saying he was wearing black
No.
at the birthday bash?
Who gonna say something good? Y'all scared to talk to me now. Look how y'all don't pay attention.
Even Charlamagne.
This is OG Gucci.
I respect the street.
I know, you know, I do have a question in my head,
You
but
been scared of me still lip service. Why you flexing like
I
that?
definitely wasn't scared of you on lip service.
Man, you been scared of me. You know
But
that.
question, now the newer generation who mainly only know Gucci from when he got out of jail, or even the ones that just got hit to him right before he went to jail, they may not know or understand why everyone see a problem with this new Gucci Mane and whether they think he's a clone or not. But I tell you one thing, whether you agree with a conspiracy theory or not, one thing we can all agree with is something is definitely off. Now, it's one thing for someone to change, and I get it, but there's another thing where a person just isn't who he once was, and it's clear as day. Keyshia sat in front of the world and told everybody that he has mental health
You
issues.
think he hypnotized
She don't,
by
which
his wife?
means that she's stronger than him. Now, but so many words, she said, yes, he's weak. I'm stronger than him, and I'm in control. At least that's what it sounded like to me. But not only Gucci, but a lot of people have pointed out that Keyshia K'Or herself don't seem to look like the same Keyshia we all once knew once upon a time. Then you have the Keyshia's,
That
Gucci's,
surgery, nigga, they
theories,
be in lipo
and
and
etc.
shit.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tune into a few people that had something to say in regards to Gucci and Keyshia's interview and see what they had to say about
That might not be the real
There's a bunch
Gucci,
of
man.
people who spoke out, but we're only going to get into a selected few. In the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button
Hey,
so
let's
we
be
can get this
honest.
video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
That crazy tail girl is so obsessed with image and that man that she put a love spell on him.
But I have to take care of him first because he has mental health issues. I don't. I'm stronger than him.
Well, the thing is,
Like Gucci, if you're still in there somewhere
Damn.
blank, cough, sneeze, let us know you're okay. She's obsessed with image, and she cannot risk losing her husband or it would damage her image. That's her brand. Gucci is her brand. She's vain and she's obsessed with image. Look, she has hidden kids that she's hidden from us because it didn't go well with her brand. Gucci is dealing
Damn,
with
they had
calling
kids
us out.
hidden?
Roots. That lady got roots on that man. That's witchcraft. Keyshia K'Or has witchcraft on Gucci. He's not a cologne. He is covered in witchcraft. That whole interview was just bizarre. As someone who knows a lot of schizophrenic people, and I've seen it in different ranges, I've seen it in paranoia, I've seen it in mild, I've seen it in high, I've seen it in an episode, I've seen it on meds. Gucci does not have schizophrenia. He may have had a drug-induced psychotic episode before, here and there, but that ain't what's going on, baby. That is a spiritual battle that's connected to somebody real close to him. That lady who changed her whole face. The amount of men that are like, yeah, she's a good woman, da-da-da-da-da. Did you not hear what she said? She called him weak. You have...
See, I knew I wasn't bugging, right? I knew I heard the same exact thing. When she basically sat there in his face and says he has mental issues, I don't. I'm stronger than him. How does that sound? Like, you really sit there, imagine you with your woman, right? And she sat there and said, and you really are suffering from mental health issues, right? And she basically throws it in your face and say, well, he has this, so I'm stronger than him. What? Ain't you supposed to be helping?
You have to listen to the way that Keyshia Kayor is putting together these words. She said she is stronger than him. She is constantly drilling that into his brain that he is weak, mentally ill, handicapped, incapable.
Now, you know what's crazy? She's right? Whenever somebody's drilling something in your head 24/7, it's like you're forced to believe it, right? Especially when it's people that's close to you. And if she's there 24/7 saying, "Oh, you're weak," or not weak in so many words, but "Oh, you have a mental condition. You're this, you're that." He's already battling that, if that is what he's battling. So to hear that he's not strong enough or she's stronger than him, do you know what that does to somebody mentally on top of whatever he actually has? If he has it. You see what I'm saying? So for her to keep saying that and to say something like that publicly, that's embarrassing. I don't think the Gucci I know would go for that. So basically, she thinks that he has like some type of spirit on him, love spell, and that's her take on it. Let's see what somebody else got to say. Y'all check this out.
I just took some time and watched that Gucci Mane and Keyshia Kayor interview when they was on the Breakfast Club, and let me say this: Gucci Mane is gone. People used to joke about Gucci being a clone. It was funny. Went to jail. Gucci came back. Gucci ain't Gucci. No, Gucci ain't Gucci right now. I'm looking at the interview, and he's reminding me of Wendy Williams, Britney Spears type, and his wife is definitely his handler.
Now, you hear what he said? Look, let me tell y'all, right? It's crazy if one person say it, maybe two. But when you start having everybody saying that they feel something ain't right, come on now. And he pointed out something that does make sense. If y'all remember towards, like, once Wendy really started going AWOL, right? She was moving the same way. So was Britney Spears, like he pointed out. Right? At first, it just seems like everything is, a little normal. Then they get into this weird little, I can't explain it. But then not only that, right? You see, she kept saying that he has something. So if anything does happen to him or he flip out, that's what everybody's going to say. Oh, he's schizo. Gucci been out for how long? We ain't never hear him being schizo or anything. Maybe a few drug-related stuff, but not schizo.
You gotta listen.
That's how they get you.
She said, "I control."
That must be his handler.
I control his social media. I control the money. I control everything.
I have a system.
That must be his handler.
Off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I gotta change his password, I'm changing it. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes.
Look at his face, though. Right? Stuck. Not saying a word, just playing the background. That look like Gucci to y'all?
Since September 13th, because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted.
What?
And I just control everything at home. And now, before the episodes come, I catch it.
A strong woman will definitely have an effect on a man changing. But Gucci, he not even speaking like Gucci. She talking over him. Gucci not even speaking for herself. Gucci is a wild boy. When y'all know Gucci to be like that, and it don't matter. It's just what it don't matter. I seen somebody say that Keyshia Kayor put a love spell on Gucci. She did something to Gucci. I don't give a nobody say Gucci is being controlled right now. Look at when they was talking about the episode that happened on September 13th. You all know. Gucci said he don't even remember what happened. This woman said she could snap her fingers and Gucci would come back to normal. What type
they were trying to say that lady I got for get out.
Right? Let me tell y'all, one thing about that whole industry and, the weird stuff that go on, they speak in codes, symbols, symbolic. So while she's talking, it may sound off to you and you're not catching it, but at least it sounds off to where you know something ain't right. She said she could snap her finger and just control him that way. She could snap his finger and get him out of whatever trance or whatever it is he's in.
Insane.
Who you know doing something like that? Right? What type of power she got?
Hypnosis.
If that's the case, she should be in the medical field somewhere, because there's no way in hell.
Oh, you heard the situation when she said Gucci would be quiet, and she'd ask him, why you not talking? He'd tell you, because I ain't got nothing to talk about. And she'd say, that's not how you talk to your wife. I know something is wrong now. What kind of that? This lady said she called his attorneys, called bodyguards, and she planned a kidnap. What type is that? But see, this will come out because, like I said in the beginning, Gucci is about to be the next Wendy Williams. Gucci is about to be the next Britney Spears. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, because this man is not the same person that he was. Mark my word.
All right, y'all. That's two. It's another person saying that whether you believe it's a love spell, clone, MK Ultra, no matter what it is you believe, you know that something is off. And it's funny because if you pay attention, between the both of them, they're saying the same thing. If you pay attention to how she talked, they both said, listen, it's how she said everything that lets you know everything you need to know. Let's check the next person out.
I think it's strange that nobody asked Keyshia Kayora what she was talking about on The Breakfast Club when she talked about how she can snap her fingers and Gucci Mane is no longer in a schizophrenic episode. He's no longer having an episode once she just tells him,
weird.
You're not having an episode.
That's weird as
Stop.
fuck.
What are you talking about?
There you go. What we just said, right? What type of powers you got? Because if you could do that, you best to go to one of these facilities. I don't want to say it on YouTube, but one of those facilities, and you could basically cure whatever it is that these people got. Because clearly you know something that we don't know. In doctors. So if you can sit there and just snap your finger, that means that finger is more powerful than any of the medicines or anything that they're giving them. If they are, because I don't even remember hearing that you take
Maybe, I
medicine.
don't fucking know, bitch.
So what are they doing to cure it? Right? Or is he just walking around?
That would have been me. I would have stopped and said, girl, what are you talking about? Because that's not how that works, okay? People who have family members who actually have schizophrenia, they will tell you that's not how that works. I got an uncle who has it. And my brother was in the house when he had two episodes, and my brother was scared for his life both times. Now, we laugh about it now, but when it happened, my brother was scared. He was scared for his life. So, Keyshia, again, what are you talking about? You know he's not going to hurt you. Like, what are you talking about?
Niggas on the mind control,
What are you talking about?
So, I'm just glad that we're on the same page when we say that certain things don't make sense. Right? Because, once again, if you know anybody that go through those episodes, sometimes it's mild, sometimes it's high. However, they go through it and you can't just snap a finger and they stop. I never heard of that one. And it's crazy ironic to me how Charlemagne, somebody who was very educated, especially when it comes to these type of topics, he didn't even think to interject. He didn't think to, interfere and say, wait, hold up. How do you do that? You say you just snap
he
your
already
finger,
know about it. He probably on this shit.
Tell me more.
He probably already know about it.
Tell me more. Right?
He probably been knowing about
what
it.
The next person had to say.
Is it just me, or is Gucci Mane in the movie Get Out? Is he in a sunken place?
That's what they were saying.
Some of the words she decided to use was just like... She said things like, I'm strong, he's not. That's like emasculating.
That is.
She didn't let that man talk at all. Before they came in the interview, they had a talk. She said, hey, you better sit up here and don't say nothing. I'm going to say everything.
But now,
she said, I tell him when
make us lose the money on.
She kept cutting him off when he was talking. Baby, blink twice if you need help. Just blink one time. You ain't gotta even blink twice. Just sit there and just blink.
Need to do sign language at this point.
This is a very, very strange marriage. I don't know, baby. I don't know. There's something about to happen. Something's about to unravel. Mark my words.
Alright, so that's another person. That's the third person that said it's not about pretty much.
But I was saying this in 3. They were saying that ain't something weird going on with Gucci.
Matter of fact, it is what she was saying. She was talking crazy. And it was how she was saying it. Right? I tell him when he's sick.
Insane.
How you tell somebody when they sick? So, I I'm just glad once again that people are paying attention to what's going on, and
You
everybody
never
is
know what
asking
these
questions.
niggas doing behind
Not
the
to mention,
cameras, nigga.
everybody is pointing things out that they
You
found
don't never see these
kind
niggas
of
for a
weird about
minute
the
until
whole
they pop
situation.
out.
Ironically,
They be doing
right?
anything behind these cameras.
Nobody
A
at
whole
the
different
Breakfast
person.
Club seen anything wrong with
No cap.
what she was saying. She compared it to Get Out. If y'all remember the movie, and as y'all know, they put everything in movies,
Most definitely.
right? Doesn't it look pretty similar? Just sitting there looking like he's under hypnosis, ain't saying nothing, like he can't see his eyes anyway. Let's see what the next person has to say.
And I don't care what nobody say, bro. Keyshia Kayor is most definitely Gucci Mane's handler. Most definitely. Mark my words. Mark my words. Because y'all love to pretend like we don't be on point when we be calling this stuff out. Then it be coming out years later down the line. Oh, I just thought. No, we was trying to tell y'all. Like, we all been joking about the fact that Gucci's clone since he got out. Oh, he don't act the same. He don't look the same. He don't talk the same. Like, nothing about him is the same. He rarely ever talks for himself.
Ever.
Like, I'm married. So I'm speaking from a married person's perspective. That interview was weird. That interview was weird. And everybody's like, well, you don't know what it's like to be with somebody who has schizophrenia. You don't know. I may not. I could be honest about that. But you know what I do know? I do know that certain mental illnesses, especially ones like schizophrenia, are spiritual.
I've heard that before. Right? I'm not too sure about it. I can't sit here and give too much of an input on it, but I definitely heard that before.
So, do what you will with that information. And then also, I also want to touch on the fact that this was supposed to be about his book. I guess he wrote a book.
But that book, she probably wrote the book.
And I'm not trying to limit anybody or box anybody in, because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. But anything you want to do, put your mind to it. But like, when did Gucci become an author? I'm sorry. Like, did I miss a chapter?
Hey, she didn't want to say it, but she said pretty much what we was all thinking. Gucci writing a book? Come on now. But we do know that they're not really writing a book. And a couple guys got books out. Rick Ross, 50, who else? There's a couple artists. But to really think Gucci putting a book out, we do see, and that be the thing with like books and documentaries and things like that, because we know that they aren't writing it. They basically telling somebody their life, and whoever that person is construct a book out of it, whatever, and you take it from there. But he's not an author.
I don't know. I feel like it's my discernment, and a lot of people's discernment who is picking up on the fact that like their dynamic is not normal. And again, this is coming from somebody who is married. Well, your spouse doesn't have mental health issues. That is true. But like I said, let's not ignore the signs. Like, this man he barely does anything. But when you see Gucci, you see Keyshia.
Every time. I was just saying that earlier. Literally, right? Go on his page. Just go on his page and then go on her Instagram page. Whenever he's out, she's out. Like, right there. You mean to tell me, Gucci, you don't want a little free time? Especially when you live with someone that you don't want a little free time?
Well, I mean, when you be in a crazy-ass life, sometimes you just want to,
every basketball game, every show, every this, everyone, married or not.
When you live a crazy-ass life, sometimes you just want to just chill.
At least.
And like, in theory, that's cute, but in real life, it's creepy. It's weird. Like, in real life, you're going to see my husband without me sometimes. You're going to see me without him sometimes. He's going to speak without me, like...
But these niggas are rich as hell. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, they can just chill and not do nothing.
I see her. And she's
And
always
be around each other for 24/7. Some
of
niggas got jobs and shit.
To jail, like, obviously, like, we knew about her, but, like, who cared? Like, who cares? The way she was speaking about him, first of all, she was speaking about him like he wasn't there, which was kind of weird also. And then the way she was speaking about him also was like, and this is just my interpretation, almost like she was infantilizing him. When that's not the case, he just has mental health issues.
Yeah. See, what I just say earlier, right? What I just said, and this is my first time watching this whole thing. I seen parts of it. I ain't see the whole thing. But what did I say earlier? She's making it seem like he's just, like, he can't do nothing. First of all, right, if you got any type of mental health, anything, and Charlamagne, he always speak on mental health, right? So when she said, oh, he has mental this and that, so I'm stronger than him, he didn't chime in and say, whoa, what do you mean by that? Right? Because you do have functional people that have mental health, problems. Do that mean that they're weak? No. Does that mean that you're necessarily smarter than them, stronger than them? No. Right? So when she said that, it was kind of weird, but not just that. She just made it seem like him suffering from that, if he is, it's like he's the lowest thing because he has that. And if I was somebody that dealt with that, I would feel offended very much.
Like, then does she have, I know she's his wife, but does she have any type of qualifications to be caring for this man to the level and the degree that she was describing in this interview?
Good question.
Because it takes a lot more than just love to care for people who have serious mental health issues. And from what she was describing, it sounds like that's what he has, serious mental health issues. But I want to say this about the whole handler part. I think a lot of people are like confused on what a handler is, and a healer can look like a lot of things, but for the most part, it's people who are close to you who can keep you in line and make sure you're doing exactly what they want you to do and say exactly what they want you to say. So a lot of times it ends up being this person's spouse, or they get a handler and make the person marry them, like Kanye. So like, I don't know, but I genuinely feel like she's his handler. Nobody can convince me otherwise. And I would be willing to bet money that, I'm so stuffy. My bad, y'all. I've been sick, but I'd be willing to bet money within the next, like, maybe 10 to 15 years, we're definitely going to be getting something that comes out, or, like, something's going to happen, or something's going to come out where it's going to be like, oh, confirmation. Because, yeah, I need y'all to have some more discernment. For real. Like, because the more I'm thinking about this, the more, like, the math is just mathing and it just makes sense. Like, it really just makes sense. Like, I've heard more about this lady since he got out of jail than I've ever heard about her. Don't ask me what she does. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, not even a clue. Like, at least with the Aries and the Jadas, we know that they own businesses and they do stuff. And it could just be me. I could be living under a rock. I could be. But I know nothing about this lady. And every time I see her, she has so much to say. And it's like, girl, he's the celebrity. We're here to hear about his book. Shut up.
Alright, y'all, that's pretty much it, man. As y'all see, there's a couple of people that feel that something is just off. We don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think that Gucci man, after he got out of jail, that's Hobson.
Right? But
or nigga, he got that nigga on the hypnotized.
Isn't right.
It's not
y'all
right.
Drop in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. How do y'all feel about this? Do y'all think it's normal behavior from Gucci?
No.
Do you think he's a clone? Do you think it's just
something fishy?
Or do you think they have a great marriage? Let us know.
Nah, it ain't that great.
Anyway as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, it's on to keep
unless they just going along with the people and trying to make it get noticed. Hey man, shout out to more Black Balloon. So, what was the real Gucci man killed in prison, man? We finna find out.
I got my head to the street, so if you say anything about me, fuck you. You feel like I heard you, even though you think I ain't heard you. So when I come,
See, that's the Gucci man we used to.
You already know how to do, man.
The other Gucci man, they got most on his mouth.
Nice fruit bowl.
Babe, come on now, stop playing games.
What do you want?
I want a hamburger.
Help, no. Oh, the baby's eating his
mind. Spoiled.
Alright, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on. Alright. Check this out, y'all. Y'all already know what we about to get into. The video we did where we went over the Breakfast Club interview, basically 1,000 comments in 24 hours. Y'all went crazy. Y'all went crazy on that one. Since y'all gave me 1,000 comments in 24 hours, I say, you know what? We're going to come back with another Gucci video. Let's talk about the topic one more time. And this time, you know, I dug up some old clips, listened to some of the things that y'all said. A lot of y'all mentioned Hobson. Although me personally, I never believed Hobson was playing Gucci Mane. I never gravitated toward that theory. There is a clip of him out there admitting to it in a jokingly way, which I could play, you know, just to throw it in there.
About 8 years now. It started around when around Illmind 5 when that came out.
And this look like
Gucci.
Gucci.
Was so big, and they told me I had to like kind of sacrifice something. They said you're gonna have to pay it back because you just put this information out there. This is gonna put people in the wrong mindset of what we're trying to do in society. So they told me that if I don't do these list of things, then they're going to hurt my family or hurt, you know, people that I really care about. And they told me to go to this office. It was on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. And then when I went in, I asked them over the phone, what are they going to have me do? They said they couldn't tell me. And then when I went into the office, they sat me down and it was like an all white room, and they opened one of the doors and it had a Gucci suit. A Gucci bodysuit. And I said, oh no, please don't tell me that is what I think it is. They said, yeah, it's exactly what you think it is, pal. And I said, no, please. And I said, no, please.
But me personally, I don't think he plays him. You know, I think this imposter, whoever this is a literal double or clone of Gucci Mane, right? Now, I also dug up some of those clips from his longtime ex-girl, like when he first got on, started rapping, they did music together. The girl, I think she was the girl that he punched on stage, that Gucci Mane back then. And I think her name was like Mac Breezy or something, right? Y'all did 1,000 comments in under 24 hours. We got to spin back. All I ask, hey man, run the likes up on this one. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm what? What's today's date? 24th, 25th, something like that? Y'all, I've dropped every day this month. That's all I ask. Run the likes up, and we're going to get right into it. So the first clip I do want to play, I think we'll go ahead and get into some of the stuff from his ex, Mac Breezy. And, you know, like from the beginning of what I just showed y'all before I start talking, just kind of wanted to throw some of them old interview clips of Gucci in there so y'all could get a feel of who the real Gucci was, and you can compare it to him now, just to, you know, just so you can really see who Gucci was. With that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into this clip, and we're going to come back and talk about it some more, all right? Check this out.
That's not the real Gucci. Gucci probably dead. I think they killed him in prison. That parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. So it's some weird going on out here. Like, I don't know if the clones, I don't put it past, like, Nobody. I'm sure they got the technology to do that, but that's not the real Gucci. Oh, another thing, and let me address this: that Keyshia, that girl, whoever that Keyshia, that girl is on the comments on the bottle alert. I saw that too. I saw that she was trying to come to Gucci defense, saying, she was saying something about like come see his defense, basically saying he always strained them out and they always been good. They ain't never experienced that. It wasn't never no bad business. And they would tear her ass up in the comments. Cause girl, you don't even know the real Gucci. Y'all think y'all know the real Gucci. Y'all don't know the real Gucci. That nigga parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. That's not him. I don't know where the fuck Gucci is, honestly. Like, last time I seen Gucci was at Patchwork Studio in 2010. Cold Blooded was there. Was Mojo there? Yeah, I think Mojo, Cold Blooded. Like, this the last time I saw Gucci in the...
Quick question, just curious. You still talk to Gucci?
I don't talk to him.
Yeah, I've been talking to him how long?
I don't even know.
Do you want to talk to him?
Like, what's the purpose, though, right? I have no purpose on talking to Gucci. The only thing I could do with him is laugh when we great. We just two different people, man. The shit he accepts, the shit he allows, the shit he do, I can't do that. I did it at 23 years old. I just love what he is, bro, and I feel like me talking to him will disturb that shit. So I don't want to disturb his happiness.
Now, if you watch more of Gucci's ex, Mac Breezy, she obviously became very bitter, angry at Gucci, whatever Gucci promised her back in them days. She never got the money, she said, from the song that was very known at the time. It was called Be I Might Be. Is you rolling? Is you rolling? It I might be. Y'all know that song. That was her on that song, right? So she done got super bitter. I mean, she said she'll flatline Gucci in broad daylight. Like, she used to talk crazy about Gucci. And when, he got out of jail back in, 2016.
Gucci look miserable right there,
she was saying that ain't the real Gucci. She said the last time she saw Gucci was 2010. That was the last time she saw him in the flesh at Patchwork Studios in Atlanta. The reason I put that Walker clip right there is because I felt like Walker was just talking. I felt like that was a bunch of bullshit. Obviously they ain't cool to this day. I believe Walker knows that was not the Gucci that got out of jail that he knew before. Because when Gucci got out of jail, y'all remember Drake came to his house. I think Zaytoven came to his house. Mike Will Made It came to his house. And it might have been one more person that was seen in photos with Gucci when he got out of jail. Basically, producers and artists that he's worked with before, but ones who were, initiated, who were not going to say anything, just like I said in the last video. Now, you would think Walker and Gucci would have some kind of ties to each other. I mean, they came up together, basically. You go all the way back to them freestyles, them old interviews where Walker was teenager, basically. You know what I'm saying? They came up together. And Walker right there, he said he felt like if he talked to him, it would disturb his happiness. Now, the crazy thing is about Mac Breezy, she also says that she is bipolar and schizophrenic. I wanted to make sure I didn't skip over that. And if I'm not mistaken, she also said something about when Gucci went to jail, he had to go to the mental level because they didn't want to put him in regular population. So I didn't want to skip over that because she talks about that as well. But she also mentioned the thing with Gucci and his mom. The fact that Gucci didn't even show up to his mom on funeral. Or that his mom said that is not her son. So, obviously, people don't really know the real relationship Gucci has with his family. If I'm not mistaken, Gucci is originally from Alabama, then moved to Atlanta. Now, some people in the comments was trying to say that Gucci, is not a real person at all. That it's just being played a role. And I'm like, nah, that's not the case, because Gucci went to McNair Senior High School. My older sister, she graduated with Gucci in the class of 1998. McNair High School, a couple of different rappers. I think Nudie went to McNair. Y'all are. Rich Homie Quan graduated from McNair. So that high school done kind of birthed some Atlanta rappers. But notably, the most famous, Gucci and Rich Homie Quan.
What if you were...
Don't you just want to snatch him and run down the street? I bet you can get something for it. You take that to the big man in your neighborhood, he's going to give you something. That's how we live. You would not get what is a praise tag, but he's going to give you something.
So, for y'all that think that Gucci is a real person, or at least he was, whoever this guy is now, I am just not convinced that this is Gucci. So with that being said, I do want to go more into the theory about him being killed in jail. Now remember, Mac Breezy said she thought he was killed in jail because, if y'all remember, there were articles that came out. They weren't like official articles. They were from little small, probably someone made it off the rumor mill. Who knows, right? But there were multiple articles about Gucci getting raped in jail, or somebody attempted to. Then there was a little small thing about him actually being killed in jail, so on and so on. So I found this clip on TikTok where someone saw, and they made like a little screenshot video of some of those articles back when it happened. Thought that would be very interesting. So with that being said, y'all, check this out.
Yeah, I bought the yard with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who, you know what I'm saying, you talking about, is it now or back in the day? He been gone since 2014, 2015, bro. You know, he ran into a couple of altercations when he was locked up the last time. So, the first one, when you know that transgender or whatever it was, that man that he was locked up in the cell with, tried to lick his ice cream cone, his tattoo on his face, right? You know, that's the ice cream cone. And Gucci Mane killed that man in his cell. You know, Gucci Mane was a wild man. He didn't take nobody's shit, bro. And so, little to be known, after he killed that man, he was affiliated with a gang in that prison. Here it is, Gucci Mane allegedly raped it in prison. You see what I'm saying? Like, the shit still on Google. You can Google the shit. That what initiated, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. But hold up. Rumor that Gucci Mane killed his cellmate for licking his face. Okay? It's right there. Gucci Mane killed and replaced with a government clone. See, you have to understand, when things just get so out of pocket with these folks, they'll tell you the truth to make it still a lie. You know, but, and here's the icing on the cake, my guy. Gucci Mane allegedly beaten up brutally and raped it. You see what I'm saying? So all that done took in place, you know, and what the straw that broke the camel back, he got into it with a security guard down there. Now, this is coming from an inside source, a guy that was locked up with him. And I've been ran across this information long time ago. But, you know, the guy, he goes to say, you know, he got into it with the security guard and looked up Gucci Mane on the floor, bled out. You know, they bled him out. Didn't nobody come to help them. You know, it's something like that. That shit kind of went back with King Von. You know, when he went to the hospital. He was alive when he went to the hospital. But shit, he never came up out that motherfucker. Well, what happened with that? They already, when Elise and these motherfuckers got a heads up about King Von, he was shot and going to the hospital. They already were bitten on his organ. You know what I'm saying? His heart, lungs, kidneys, all that shit. You got people with money. Millions and millions of dollars was on that man's head when he was going to the hospital. So it was a done deal on that. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Kind of goes back to that what was that damn movie? You know that movie Us? No, not Us. Get Out. Yeah. But anyway, back to this. What I'm talking about. When he got released out of prison with what was that? 2016, 2017. He married her. That's his handler. When they clone you or do that Ultra K on your man, you know, they give you a handler to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you doing what you need to do. You know, so all this shit is under the hush-hush. Ain't no telling how much money they paid her to do that with Gucci Mane. Come on, Gucci Mane coming out of prison, getting married and all this shit, he all of a sudden just humbled himself. Gucci Mane was a wild, wild man. He was in his, early 30s, late 30s cutting up. It was just in his blood. That's just what he do. Real goon, bro. But let's see what she talking about.
They all y'all coming for me with these abandoned children in Jamaica, and they photoshopped 4 kids with Gucci in the middle. It was so bad. I'm like, what the hell? Can I enjoy my husband for a couple hours before y'all start with me?
But how many kids do you have?
Gucci and I both have children. Yeah. You know, we do. And it's a situation where I am proud to...
So, it was the little ordeal that he supposedly left her like $1 million and she done flipped it like 2-3 times. And, you know, that little shit like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Gucci, he been gone, man. You know, I miss that man, the real goo-wop. You know, when you get around certain people and you be exposed like that, man, you know, shit, and they want you. They gonna get you if they want you. You know, keep in mind, you know, Waka Flocka said, you know, he ain't been around. He ever saw him. It's a lot of his family members said they ain't seen that man. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers on the hush-hush. They ain't finna say that shit. You know, Atlanta is a capital or the motherfucking gateway to hell. You know, you can get money out there. It's just what it is. But Gucci been dead, bro. You know, wherever you want to go about this shit, I done showed you all these little articles and stuff, and you can go back and look it up yourself.
And does it bother you when you hear people rap about you on records?
I love when they rap about me. Who rapped about me?
I mean, not lately, but you know, when somebody would try to diss you on the record.
If somebody diss me, I'ma sing him.
Who dissed him on the record?
I want to sing
Jeezy
him.
back in the day when he did over the ASAP joint.
Man, Jesus is scary. You think he really meant that?
It sounds like it on his music, but I don't know.
Well, why would he do something when he just see me at this party, his birthday party?
That is very true.
Why would you go there? Like, that's his birthday party. I was so fresh.
Now, I played that last clip. That was an old clip. That was before Gucci went to jail. That was when he was on Breakfast Club. I think that was that same one where he called out, what's her name? Like Angie or something. Whatever the old girl name is that's also on the Breakfast Club. He called her out for like hitting him up in his DMs and all that, right? The reason I played that is just because of the voice. Gucci had that real distinctive voice, like as if he had like a stuffy nose kind of problem. He was like, I love when they rap about me. Who rapped about me? You know what I'm saying? It's like certain words he says, it sounds like he damn near can't even breathe out his nose or something. You know, like, I forget the word for it. It's hard to describe it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. That he just had a certain voice where, you know, that's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? The authentic, real Gucci. And now, man, that was another clip I saw where somebody compared him talking, and man, he just don't sound the same at all. Now, I know when you lose weight, Gucci was almost 300 pounds. When you lose weight, everything becomes a little more clear. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I'm not denying that. You can breathe better, all kind of stuff, right? But it still remains that the authentic, real Gucci, y'all, I just think it's gone, man. I think this is a mystery. We may never come to a conclusion about or really ever know the truth. We are really watching someone impersonate Gucci. Where y'all think they get these movie ideas from? Where the hell you think Get Out came from? You know what I'm saying? And movies alike. Black Box, all these consciousness transfer movies and clone shits and all that. Where do y'all think these movies come from? They come from real life, y'all. Real life. And I really think, man, this is one of the deeper stories. And I hope there's something that, you know, we can connect to one day and, you know, more truth comes out. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I just know this one is a major head scratcher. We will forever be wondering what really happened to the OG Gucci. Did he really die in jail? At first, I kind of found out I was like a transgender guy tried to lick his ice cream cone tat. It sounded like somebody was trolling with that one. But a lot of people thought that. Like, a lot of people thought he died in jail. Said he bled out in jail, got into it with the officers or was stabbed up. And I don't know, y'all. I mean, for me, it almost seemed like the old Gucci is like, ain't no way he going out like that. Ain't no way he got stabbed up by some gang members or something in the jail. They would have had to got him with the officers or something like that. It's like, oh, Gucci, ain't no way he going out like that. I don't know. Gucci like 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds at that time.
Group of niggas with knives.
Just, man, I don't know, y'all. But whatever it was, when he went in to that federal prison, wherever he supposedly went for 3 years, the Gucci we knew, he ain't come back out. Gucci no more. Yeah, man, I think we'll go ahead and just leave it right here. Pretty much all I got for this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. Whatever y'all want to see next on the channel this weekend coming up. Be sure to let me know. That being said, y'all.
The whole tattoo gone. But these niggas got money on. I don't fucking know no more, man.
I'm out.
Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you also get lost in the sauce.
You can get how you get lost in the sauce?
Man, a bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, man.
I'm sprinkling sauce, dropping sauce there with street, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
When you're born, can you be born with sauce, or do you acquire sauce?
You can't born with sauce.
You get sauce. You get sauce from.
How you gonna be born with seasoning? You gotta get seasoned. I wasn't born without this sauce.
Hell yeah.
I had to acquire this sauce.
Refresh your space.
Alright, we back. So you see from that motherfucker, a lot of people, man, just don't feel like that's Gucci. I don't know if they playing into the thing of like, okay, let's act like this not the Gucci and let's get money off this shit and clout, or maybe that's not the real Gucci. Like, you know, cause we know the government is weird and sneaky. Like, if they could get a Gucci clone or a clone of a rapper and promote what they want to promote and try to change it up a little bit, make money off this nigga, they would. You know what I'm saying? Cause the government don't care about us black people like that. They care about that money and the power, the public voice. You know what I'm saying? If they could control that motherfucker and put that in a female who, you know what I'm saying, on some bullshit, they could. We just don't know no more, man. We know you gotta be prayed up in discernment, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I don't like to try to look into these celebrities' lives because you never know what these motherfuckers, man. They so damn rich. You don't know if they change people, if that's the right person, because they don't have to work. They don't have to be in a public spotlight 24/7. They can just do whatever the fuck they want to, disappear and might be a whole different person. We don't know. But hey, for people who woke out here, hey, keep on staying woke. We got to be chilling outside. Big crip in the game, outside shit, man.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.